that India is truly a blessed country. That's the reason Allama Iqbal said then, Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara.
Create a clear vision or purpose or a goal for yourself.
Bearys Global University, the name also I already thought of now, for societal benefit, societal happiness.
Bearys institution cannot be an exception in providing opportunity for the holistic development of the students.
And some of you people should specifically go for military defense. In the defense field you must go, whether it is army or air force or.
But I believe that technology is the distance that creates between what is fundamental, we as humans and nature.
The first data center of Microsoft in India was awarded to us. We are doing that in Hyderabad.
जो भी आप लोग इधर सीखा है, this is your invest.
This is a long journey that you had. 18 years of journey from the time you were in LKG till now, right? You're finally getting launched.
Deal nicely with the parents. Never hurt them. Never, in any case, never hurt your parents.
Now this institution has not only given you the degrees, but also has given you a good life, memorable events, and also some values.
I was not having any degree or something like that to become a successful businessman, whereas you have all that. You have a degree behind you, right? What is being assigned to us, God will give it to us, by default. Because God has already written what I have to get and how much I have to get, where I have to get. But when you start something, you throw yourself. Give 100%, absolutely 100%. That passionate commitment, till such time we reach our goal, we shall not leave any stone unturned. That determination is required. And 21st century is for India, my friend. This is truly a blessed country. Our Dr. Sampath sir has mentioned that India is truly a blessed country. That's the reason Allama Iqbal said then, Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. And in our life, especially to my young engineers and architects, I'm telling you, never think of, there are certain circumstances happens where it doesn't go as per your aspiration. Sometimes you feel that no, we have been marginalized. We have been sidelined. We have not got the right opportunity. In all these circumstances, my appeal to you that never do anything which goes against to our motherland. Never. In whatever the circumstance. Tomorrow, unfortunately, maybe your brother or maybe your father or maybe somebody close to you is being jailed, and you feel that no, it is wrong. What they have done is, they are innocent. They have been, wrongly prisoned. But that should not, make you to take a wrong decision. I am telling very, very openly, because I also got an opportunity to travel part of the world, and I am again re-emphasizing, Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. Always work for India. Work for the people. I mean, here there are about 300 people you have become graduate. Do you know in this 5 square kilometer in this vicinity, at least 25,000 students are there. They want to also become an engineer or an architect or a political engineers. Graduate engineers, but they couldn't do it because they have not been graced with the money or support or whatever is needed. So you got all that. You understand? So every day of our life should be, count the blessings. Every day, count the blessings. And in this college campus, as you come, you have seen, my Lord advanced me in knowledge. You know, the knowledge is a key factor. And knowledge doesn't end by virtue of simple having a certification. Knowledge is from cradle to grave. Knowledge is from cradle to grave. You know, don't go everyone for the job. Part of you pursue your higher education. You know, get exam, and different exams are there. You try in that. There are great deal of what you call scholarship available. You know, in foreign country, in Europe, in US, and in UK, and Far East, many other areas. You know, pursue that. You know, raise your bar. This is one aspect. Some people should concentrate on civil services. You know, civil services like IAS, IPS, IRS, IFS. You know, because there you get an opportunity to touch the maximum people, you know, in your life. Because you are representing the government. So pursue the civil services. And some of you people should specifically go for military defense. You know, in the defense field you must go. Whether it is army or air force or and navy. You know, you pursue that, please. Don't everyone go for the work. You know, and don't really everyone has to go to Dubai or Saudi Arabia to make your life. You know, India is growing. India is true. The whole world is coming here because I'm interacting with the multinationals. Whole world is coming to India. There was a time maybe 30, 20 years back, but today's India is not that way. I had an opportunity to visit US about 3 weeks back. You know, there was one conference on education. They invited me as one of the speaker in Dallas, Texas. You know, since we are doing data center of late, I went to visit North Virginia, which is a part of Washington DC. And when I was interacting with the white-skinned people, the Americans, the original Americans, the kind of respect they talk with us, you know, especially when I mentioned to them that we are developing data center, they couldn't believe that an Indian guy is doing a data center and of that class and style, and not to any Tom, Dick and Harry. We are doing the data center for NTT Japan. The first data center of Microsoft in India was awarded to us. We are doing that in Hyderabad. Okay, and they really felt great about that. And we also brought in a lot of value engineering. You know, so that is what we spoke to them, and I was showing my brochure. Can you imagine when I showed the brochure, they said, "Sir, why don't you build this kind of a data center here in USA?" I said, "Inshallah, who knows?" You know, because everything, one aspect is very, very clear, my friend. Everything is God ordained. There is nothing coincidence. Everything is God ordained. We must have that belief, that absolute, trust, that truthfulness, and whatever we do, ultimately it should affect the societal happiness. You understand the societal happiness? Now you are in computer science, you are into different areas. Try to, wherever you all generally come from village, you all come from villages. So wherever you are, invariably there will be a government school or there will be a private school. Try to get attached with those schools. See how you can help those in those schools by virtue of using the technology. And whatever the technology, never think that, oh, it is all technology, nothing is going to happen tomorrow, we are not going to get a job and etc. Let me tell you, artificial intelligence, or what is it called, the change in the draft they do, in the drafting letter. Chat GBT, I have proved myself that I'm an illiterate person, correct? Because I couldn't pronounce it properly. But what I'm saying is, artificial intelligence can help you to write the love letter, but it will not love you. You got my point? For loving, the human nature is there. The human factor is there. Respect that. When God created a human, He said, I'm creating a human as the highest form of creation in this world. This whole universe, this entire thing is given for the human. And if you behave like an animal, if that selfishness, that ego and pride and and all that will not really work good for us. I am again appealing to you that you are the torch bearer of Bearys Institute of Technology, Bearys Architecture Design School. We also have a long way to go. We wanted to, come out with a new technology under the Bearys Institute of Emerging Science. We also want to get into the medical field, especially the health science. That is also our intention. Eventually, we wanted to, go with a university. Bearys Global University. The name also I already thought of now, for societal benefit, societal happiness. Inshallah, when that will happen, you can come back. Maybe some of you become the professor by that time. You can help us. So that is what we needed. Ultimately, it should not become just one engineering college or an architecture school. We must go beyond that. We must have an aim in our life. Every opportunity, you must encash on that. That encashment, not for our own self-benefit or self-enjoyment. That kind of a, magnanimity you must bring in your heart. Always think about the college and institution. Try to connect with the alumni. Meet more often. I'm extremely happy with the Dubai alumni, the kind of work they do. We are having one project in Dubai now, and we are going to start that officially. And I'm giving a different perception, but where India is today, in the marketing, what is that? Marketing, connotation. I use the word design in India, build in Dubai, celebrated worldwide. You get my point? For the project, the marketing strategy is design in India, build in Dubai, celebrated worldwide. So that kind of a mindset we must have. Anything we do, we must have India as a center point. How we can, because India has done this nation has given us so much. So now it is a time for us to give it back. And you give it back only when we are conscious about quality. We are conscious about trustworthiness. We are conscious about humanity. All that aspect should come. So I once again thank you all for your reach as engineers and architects today. Mainly, I would like to thank the parents, who have really dealt with you in a great manner. Despite their challenges and issues and limitations, I don't think they have ever troubled you. They have given you the best. This is the time for you to give back. Give back to your parents. Deal nicely with the parents. Never hurt them. Never, in any case, never hurt your parents. Every day morning, your prayer should be on time, every time. Whatever you are, wherever you are, pray on time and pray every time. And whatever you do, in that you bring that aspect in your mind. If you are in the morning when you are leaving your home, if you are at home, then go to your parents, go to your mother and father, kiss their forehead, then you leave. Never hurt their feelings. I'm very, very clear about you, and never have any issue with your neighbors, your family member. Be good with everyone. Everyone you should have a magnanimity. Everyone, you must take everyone together. That kind of India we must build, and you are all, the engineers are the builder of the nation. So that is how, I expect, all of you to work. And whenever you work, whenever you do something, think for a while that I am a BITian. I'm from Bearys. So my action should not hurt or damage the goodwill, what we have been creating for all these years. That is a conscious, checks and balance you have to create yourself. I pray to God Almighty to make our effort easy, make our journey meaningful, virtuous and successful for this world and hereafter.
Now this institution has not only given you the degrees, but also has given you a good life, memorable events, and also some values. Now you all have actually worked very hard to to be the graduates from this institution. So naturally the credit goes to you, because it's your hard work, your perseverance that has actually made you to reach this particular stage. But at the same time, I'm sure that the institution also has, to some extent, contributed in your success. Because very often we say the success is individual, but it is not only individual, but there are lots of factors, and there are lots of people who are behind this success. Now, one important set of people are your parents. Your parents' support has actually made your study easy. So you have actually benefited a lot by your parents' support. So at the outset, I will also actually like to congratulate the parents for the success your ward has actually achieved in this institution. But at the same time, institution also becomes important in shaping the mindset of a student. So institution is not only the four walls offering certain degrees. So and this institution is definitely not a tutorial just awarding the degree. So it has molded you in certain ways. Your teachers have worked very hard to make you what you have achieved today, and therefore the credit also partly goes to your teachers also, because the teachers have shared their valuable time with you, and they have also come prepared. They have also invested a lot in the pursuit of academic excellence, and the benefits of that has also been passed on to you. So therefore the institution also becomes an extremely important in shaping your overall mindset also. And the institution as well, I'm sure, that has also given you certain values. Because in all these years, you have spent very nice time with your friends, with your teachers, with your colleagues, with everybody. And that has actually given you certain amount of skills and confidence to move on in your life. So I'm sure that as you move on in your life, you will be greatly indebted. You will always remember the institution that has shaped you today and made you today what you are.
I can quote him, Syed Mohamed Beary. His vision, mission, objectives. Vision, mission, objectives, and meticulous hard work has made him to achieve the success in building of these wonderful institutions. This comes at the end of a long journey of your academic career. However, this career excessively concerned with the intellectual matters, lacking experience in practical affairs. Therefore, the next level of training you would need is social preparations to achieve life's goal and to stand out in the personal and professional life arena. Many institutions focus on these aspects, and I'm sure that Bearys institution cannot be an exception in providing opportunity for the holistic development of the students.
In the past, those who had knowledge were the king. I can tell you, in the near future, when I say near future, not even 2 to 3 years, those who can create knowledge will be the kings, not those who have accumulated knowledge. And what does it mean to create knowledge? You'll have to constantly keep connecting dots, constantly keep looking at things, and see how you can add value. You have 2 of your own alumni who have set up a startup and added something to the society in creating an instrument that can diagnose oral cancer. So you will be called upon to create knowledge which others can consume. And as long as you can keep creating knowledge, you will be good and you will be valued. The first thing is create a clear vision or purpose or a goal for yourself. The second important thing is ask yourself, what is that you stand for as a person? Are you going to be yielding to everything that's happening around you without even knowing what you stand for? I was a student in the school and I was the house captain, and we had to create a house magazine. It was an inter-house competition and we had 100 points for that magazine. So as a house captain, I got everything organized, got the book ready, and 3 o'clock is the submission time, and I went to my housemaster. I still remember her name was Hussain ma'am. And I asked her, ma'am, do you have perfume? And she said, yes, for what? I said, just give me. So she was very kind enough, she knew me very well. So I put the perfume on the book. And she said, why are you doing this? I said everything being equal, when my book smells better than the other's book, I have a half a mark advantage and I can win the competition. And we won the competition. We got 100 points for the house.
The point I want to make is, as a futurist, you're also predicting, is that you see the changes around you, and people have spoken to you. I'm sure you're well aware of what architecture does to the environment. It is perhaps one of the most destructive professions on the planet. But so it becomes even more responsible as to how you wield your knowledge in architecture, or how you use it. So, and likewise, I would also like to say I am critical of engaging with technology too much, for the reason that technology is the thing that actually, we talk about technology enabling people meeting, allowing us to meet in a better ways. But I believe that technology is the distance that creates between what is fundamental, we as humans, and nature. So there's always a barrier that comes in between us, You use as an interface, you use as many other things. While that might be the way of life ahead, but it is important to kind of be critical of what you have learned, and also use that in a way that you can grow your own knowledge, and so that way you can kind of make the difference as well. So with that, I would like to conclude my talk. And I really thank Bearys for this opportunity.
So finally, my dream comes true. So that's what I wanted to say, everyone. Don't give up. क्योंकि जो भी आप लोग इधर सीखा है, this is your invest. यहाँ से जब आप बाहर जाएगा, you have a bright future. तो like सब लोग का एक passions रहता है. Stick to your passion. So बहुत मुश्किल होता रहता है, ups and down in your life, सब होता रहता है, but don't give up, stick to your passion. This is your passion, you earned it. So मेरा एक सपना था, I wanted to do some culinary course. Unfortunately, it couldn't happen because of financial problem. But आप लोग को सब आपका parents का support है, तो everybody is graduated. So I think everybody have like bright future. So use it wisely. So yeah, thank you so much for having here. So all the best, everyone.
Future world changers. I will be using this word very often throughout my presentation. So this is a long journey that you had. 18 years of journey from the time you were in LKG till now, right? You're finally getting launched to the school of life. So when you were in LKG or UKG, let's go back a little, and when you were there at that time, what would have been your goals and ambitions and stuffs you might have been thinking about?